Hey guys, welcome back to the ranch and to the mess which is called my workshop. Today I'd like to give you my opinion on the DeWalt DWS780 compound sliding miter saw and the DeWalt DE7023 stand that goes with it. So let me get the stuff outside, set it up, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, let's start with the stand, the DE7023. It might be a little bit a different number in the US, but the specifications are as followed. It weighs 19 kilograms. It can support workpieces up to 227 kilograms. It's 1.70 meters wide, the way it sits right now, and you can extend the arms out to 3 meters and 83 centimeters. So you can support a quite big piece of material. Now the whole thing is manufactured out of aluminum, so it's rather lightweight, I guess, for the materials used. It folds up nicely. It's got this integrated handle, so you can easily lift it and carry it around the job site. And setup is very easy. You got these levers here on the side, which you push in, and the legs just simply flip up on either side. All you got to do now is lift it up and flip it around. Now, you can see I'm 5'11", roughly 180 centimeters tall, and it's at a good height. Once the machine is up, it's actually at a perfect height to work with. These stops over here, they're movable up and down. Just gotta quickly undo the thumb screws to move it up and down to adjust the height. These flip up and become stops for your stock material that you will be cutting. And when you loosen the lever here on the side, this is where you can then extend up to those full 3 meters and 83 centimeters on both sides accordingly. Now this stop is actually set inside here, but you can move it by loosening this thumb screw on this side over out here. Just tighten it down again and move it out for larger work pieces. Then you just simply lock the whole thing down again. And that's how easy this works. Very sturdy, very stable. You can easily just pick it up, move somewhere else on the job site. Now the whole reason, of course, you get this is to put your miter saw on. So let's go ahead and look at the miter saw. Now the miter saw, once you get the stand kit, it comes with these brackets. Those are the DE7023 brackets. They might have a different one number in the US, which you simply bolt to the miter saw itself. And this stand is universal. It'll work with all DeWalt miter saws. You bolt it on, and it helps you clip it on by lifting this handle on either side and then tilting the whole machine that way. That's what disconnects it from the stand. Now the DeWalt is a rather heavy miter saw. It's built very sturdy. That's why it comes in at roughly 27 kilograms, so about 56 pounds. It is a full 12-inch blade, so you can cut really big stock with it. Currently it is in the lockdown position. This is how you store it. Usually you'll have it flipped to the side like this to give you a little bit smaller profile in depth, but you can see it is a very large machine due to the sliding. And then if you have the dust collection bag on, it makes it even a little longer. This bag can be easily just pulled off. You can either let it open if you're outside and just blow the sawdust all over the place, or you can attach your shop vac to it. Next, let's go to the power cord. It's actually a very nice rubberized power cord, so it's not the cheap plastic stuff. And the plug up front is also very nice. Sadly, of course, in Europe they just use the standard German Schuko plug, and they just give you this adapter, this plug over it if you're in Switzerland. But that's okay. Nevertheless, the cable is really good quality. I like it. So, as you can see here, you can swing it 50 degrees to the left and 60 degrees to the right for your miter cuts. This is a very nice broad angle. Now, by no means is this machine, especially here in Europe, one for the do-it-yourselfer basically, because price-wise they are rather expensive. Here in Switzerland, this comes as a complete pack. You can get it as a pack and it costs 1,500 francs, so about 1,550 US dollars. Very expensive machines over here, but compared to other quality that we get, very good. So in my case, this is probably the first and last sliding miter saw I'm ever going to have to get. Now, to unlock it, there's a simple pin on this side which has to be pulled out after you push the machine slightly down, which releases it into its up and ready cutting position. Now, you can see this lever here. This lever locks the machine, which means when you're down, I have no power on it, so I'm just going to put it down like that. When I'm down, I cannot slide it now. So it gives you a regular miter saw up and down. If you unlock it, it allows you, flip it back, to slide the machine fully back and front to cut those big pieces. The fence is also very nice. Everything here is a good quality. I would say it's aluminum construction. It's very good. You got the integrated tool right here to change the blade. The machine comes with a gorgeous blade on it already. I think it is a 60 tooth wood blade that comes with it. This is a wood cutting machine only. You can of course put a metal blade in it, but DeWalt has other machines specifically for that. And of course you can bevel to the side here. In order to do that, you're going to loosen this giant screw back here, which then tips it from one side to another. Okay, I just grabbed myself here a scrap piece of wooden siding that I'm just going to cut up. Now, I wanted to show you that up here, get you guys over here, up here there's an on-off toggle switch. This turns on and off their light for their registered trademark cut line system. A lot of these saws use a so-called like guide laser, but DeWalt uses the cut line. See if we can get it on camera. There you can see it down there, that faint line right back there. That shows you exactly where the blade is going to cut. So no more miscuts, no more anything. Now, I really like this system. I find the cuts to be extremely accurate. However, there is one very big drawback to the system. If you're, for example, a contractor or a DIY guy, whatever, and you're working outside, like I am now, I'm in the shade. That's fine. You can see the line very well in the shade. As soon as you move, however, the machine into the sun, you will not be able to see that line anymore. You're going to have to form a shadow over the machine in order to see that line. When the direct sunlight is in, the LED inside is not bright enough to see that line. That's kind of the only drawback I see in this machine and this cutting aid, so to speak. But for what I've been using the machine so far, I'm really enjoying it. Now, it comes with a 15 amp motor which spins the blade at roughly 3,800 RPMs per minute, which for me seems to be a good amount of power. Now, I'm by no means an expert in such machines. I just use it around the ranch to do projects, and I really like it. And by the way, I'm no way sponsored by DeWalt. I bought this tool myself, and yeah, the video is not sponsored. I wasn't given this, bought it myself. Now, remember to lock it down. Make sure everything, and let's give this thing a cut and see how it works. Let me quickly put my hearing protection on, because after all, safety first. As you can see, it gives you a nice clean cut line with this blade. This is of course a very soft wood I'm cutting here, so this is no challenge at all for this machine, but it works extremely well. Now there is a slight kickback to the machine when it starts. I didn't know if you could catch it before, but let's quickly lock down the machine so it doesn't slide on me. Come on. Front. So I just don't want it to slide on me. And now I'm going to start the machine. I'm not going to move it down. I'm just going to hold it, and I want you to watch how as soon as the motor kicks in, how the machine slightly kicks back. Did you catch that? So it is a bit of a jolted start, but I've seen worse. I haven't seen better. Most of the machines kick, as far as I know from the research I've done, and it's really not bad. You usually don't start right on the wood or too close to it anyway. Just keep a bit away and then just slowly bring it down. All in all, this machine, I'm very happy with it. It works very well. The build quality on it is extremely good. The dust collection, I would say, works rather well. They have the shroud back here where it sucks in the dust, and I've been running it only with the little dust collection bag, and there is dust, of course, like with any machine, but you don't really die of it, so you don't really need a respirator like some other machines that kind of just fling the dust all over the place. And this combination of stand and table is very good. As you can see, I'll move you a bit over here so maybe you can see it better. When I stand at the machine, you can see the working height. I don't have to bend. It's not, too high up. It's a comfortable position for my height where I can see the work that I'm working on. I can see the laser line, well, not the laser line, the cut line, which is actually a shadow of the blade. And yeah, all in all, for me, it's a very good tool. If you turn it to the side, you can do your angle cuts either direction. You can do your bevel cuts. Let's quickly loosen it to show you. You can do your bevel cuts to the side. Of course, in order to do that, you gotta move your fence out of the way. You can bevel cut like this, no problem. You can bevel cut to the other side. That is also no problem. The only thing you gotta do is loosen back here the other holding screw, which then allows the machine to tip to the other side. All in all, it's a very sound construction. It actually also comes with a clamp that you can screw on, attach back here, which then holds down the material. But as we all know, when you're working on a job site or when things go rather quickly when you're working, you don't have time for that. You don't always clamp on your material, you just hold it very sturdy. Now for the adjustments that it has up front, for the turning angles over here, it's got the fine adjustment for the individual degrees, but then it also has the big adjustments which locks in every 5, every big ones, every major ones, every 15, all the common angles. It'll just automatically lock in, but you can also adjust it to whatever you want. If you want 11.5, just lock it down and it's not going to go anywhere. When I say lock it down, I mean this handle here. When it's up and you depress this button, you can move it. When it's like this, it will not move, but it's not locked down. You push it down, it locks it down. Very sturdy, very well built. I would recommend it to anyone who can afford the machine and who plans on having the machine for a while, because after all, it is a 12-inch, it is a big blade. It'll handle everything you can basically throw at it, and in my case, it's going to be the last one I'm ever going to buy, because if it doesn't go up in flames, I see this thing still running in 20 years from now. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know it's something else for this channel. Just trying out a few different things here. These are just my thoughts. If you have any questions to the tool, leave me a comment and I'll refilm something. If you want to see something else, take different pictures, whatever, go ahead and feel free to ask below. Subscribe to our Instagram, to our Twitter, our Facebook, and hit that thumbs up. If you like content like this, do leave us a comment. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. But also leave me a comment and tell me what you don't like so I can do it better for the next time. All right, thanks a lot and talk to you guys later.